Hi, everybody.
Hello. I think
It's the Horror Make Us Happy live show.
what's strange is it seems to take a second for the chat window to go live, so I can never like it would be great if it did a countdown like Zencaster does.
Hmm.
Zencaster does this countdown where it says 3, 2, 1, and then it's recording. YouTube does not do
Hmm.
that, or at least OBS doesn't do that. But
You
yes,
should send them.
hello. What's that?
You should send them an angry letter.
Yes, a strongly worded letter. Welcome to the Horror Makes Us Happy live chat. This will be Zerzer 4, number 4. Da, 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 da. For our little intro, man, doing this live sucks. can't,
Ah.
can't edit and post.
No.
Yeah. No, this is a companion piece to our horror themed podcast where we normally it's a long interview where we interview a single guest doing a deep dive into the things that they've been a fan of through their whole life and build a little psychological profile on them as we go. But the upside of that is that it's some really cool conversation. The downside of it is that once a guest has done that, there's really no reason for them to come back and talk to us again because once you do that, you've done it. So we wanted to kind of play around with some live chat stuff and potentially invite authors and actresses and actors and stuff like that back that we have talked to previously so they can let us know what they're currently working on and stuff. We are here in the first couple throws of the die, getting familiar with this format. One of the things that we need to do better is get better with an intro. Very, very stumbly still so far.
I got it. How about just welcome to the show?
There is that.
Too minimal.
Yeah. No, I mean that is how you get the ball rolling.
We're workshopping it.
So no guest tonight. However, this being the fourth one of these, I was thinking things have been going fairly well. We could probably start emailing our former guests and seeing if anybody wants to come join us. Also,
Yeah.
it'll be interesting because we have not yet done three. Well, no, I take that back because we've had like multiple calls with personal friends on Google Chat that have exceeded 2 callers.
Hmm.
We've done
Yeah.
3 or 4, I
Yeah.
think. So we
We
know
can
that
make it a party up in here.
Google will handle that. So on the agenda, let's see. Most recently, this Friday, 2 days ago, we released a new interview with a special effects artist and actor, Gino Acevedo.
Acevedo? Vito? One of
Azevedo,
those.
I think it's Azevedo.
Dude has worked on so many things. Like,
Yes,
yeah. Lord of the Rings, King Kong. One of the King Kongs.
not the first.
But no? He does look a little young for that.
Yes, he's been in a few things. Actually, I've got IMDb up here. We wrapped an interview earlier today with Clara Kovacic, I believe it was pronounced. No,
Kovacic.
thank you. I was just about to say no because I put the emphasis on the second syllable there again. And I
Put
believe
the
it
wrong
was the
emphasis
first.
on the wrong
Yes.
syllable.
Gino Azevedo. Yeah, he's done a lot of work in stuff outside of horror as well, but he also has done quite a lot in horror. Lord of the Rings, King Kong 2005 is the one that you were looking for.
Yeah.
Stranger Things, Last of Us, Game of Thrones, Pete's Dragon, Jungle Book, Bunch of the
Man.
Planet of the Apes.
Must have buckets of alginated home.
Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter,
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Prometheus, Iron Man 2008.
Oh, and the BFG. He did a movie about the big fucking gun.
BFG.
That's
What?
not actually what the movie's about. It's the big friendly giant, but
Oh,
they knew what they were doing.
yeah. Death Proof.
Oh, really?
Terror. Digital
What did he do in them?
composer. And
Huh.
visual effects on Death Proof on The Orphanage. Less Mimsy. That's definitely not a horror movie, but I love the title of that movie. I actually saw it once on a flight. It came up as being one of the options. I was like, oh, I'll check that out. It was a kid's movie. It was very
British fantasy, like Harry Potter style, I think.
kind of, but it also had something to do with, I don't want to say it was like an alternate reality or like a alternate dimension or in a extraterrestrial, but it was not cosmic horror, but there was something like extra dimensional about it, if I remember correctly. It's been years since I saw that. So yeah, that's his is the most. Oh, he was on did something on Sin City too. You know what?
Mm.
I wonder if The Orphanage is the name of. Yes, it is. Okay, because here it says creature effects artist director Weta Digital, and then visual effects or artist The Orphanage. Earlier, a minute ago, I had said that I thought was working on an anthology, and I thought the segment of the anthology was called The Orphanage, but appears I am misreading that. The Orphanage must be the name of the company that he was working for that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
There was also a horror movie called The Orphanage and The Orphan.
Yes.
And The Orphan's First Kill.
Yeah. So that's his most recent interview that we have released, and then Clara was the one that we recorded today. So we have not edited it yet, but I did manage to get the unedited version up to Patreon today. So that's available for anybody who wants to check out the full interview. If you are at the correct patronage level.
What is that? Level 2 to get access to full episodes?
No, 4. So the way it goes, well, actually maybe 5 depending on how you count it. So there's the free tier, and then there's $1 a month, which is like 50 cents per episode, which is nothing. So definitely love to get more people in on that one. And then I think $5 a month, you get special access on the Discord server. We have a private server, private chat channel on the Discord server. I think $10 a month, you get early access. So when we finish editing Clara's interview and upload that, we'll upload that to the Discord server whenever we get it done editing. But I think we're like 2 months out in terms of scheduling, so you end up getting to check out the interview much earlier. And then at $20 a month, you get full access where you're listening to all of the full interview without any editing. And there's also the option where you can purchase individual episodes. I've set it up so that, for example, if you wanted to listen to Clara's unedited interview, but you don't want to do the $20 a month thing, you can purchase individual episodes for $10 for the full audio. Yeah, I had to try to figure out how to price that properly because, if you do 2 of them at $10, that's $20. So you might as well just join the $20 tier, and then you get access to everything. So, what else? The interesting thing about Clara, I can bring that back up again. So she's got a couple things that she's done that were in English, but also quite a bit in Spanish. Being Argentinian, obviously she speaks Spanish as well. So
that was a fun interview.
It was.
That was nice.
She was a lot of fun.
I was gonna say when you were discussing the Patreon options, like, yeah, but don't worry, hers is just gonna be full edited or full unedited, because don't cut any of that. That one was great. She called her kid a crite. Sorry, it was a take.
Yes. Yeah. And then he comes running into the room, mommy.
Sounded cute.
Yes. Must have been probably 2 or 3 years old.
Sounded like quite young.
Yep. Something that Chris and I talked about possibly adding to these calls, chats moving forward. Actually, let me double check. Did anybody join us in chat?
Not yet.
Does not look like it. Okay, no questions. Something that Chris and I had talked about adding to the conversations here is just like take a look back through our previous releases, because we're going into our 7th season now. This is our 7th season, so
Yeah.
quite a few back episodes that we could chat about. I've decided to break this down by week of the year. 52 weeks a year, and this way, not all of them land on the same week, so we can maybe kind of divvy things up a bit that way.
Yeah.
2022, we talked to Laura Lee Barr, which we actually mentioned a week or two ago. She came out with a new book called Who is the Liar? And apparently, a number of the things that came up in our interview she ended up including in her book, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Tyler DuPay, we briefly talked about pulling these people up on our episodes list so I could pull up their bio so we don't have to fumble through. Where is TTTTT?
That's a lot of T's.
Yes.
How many T's?
Crap, I gotta fix. There's a he has an accent mark over his E, which is not displaying properly in the text, so I gotta fix that. So, co-editor of the upcoming reference book Queer Horror Film Guide.
I just see what you mean now with E.
Yeah. Which this is, I'm sure, out by now, because that was 2003 that we interviewed him.
Oh, yeah.
Staff writer for Dread Central. That's what I was trying to not mess up.
Yeah.
Although he has done freelance work, I believe, or writing for basically all of the Fangoria, Rue Morgue, Scream, FearNet, Fandango, Chiller TV.
Jesus.
Yeah. So he has been doing quite a bit of writing, and as a matter of fact, I saw him post on Facebook. I think it was some of his reviews have been used in the marketing materials for certain movies recently, which he was kind of tooting his own horn.
Nice.
Well, not tooting his horn, but like enjoying the fact that they chose to use his review for some of their materials, which is understandable. I'd be happy about that too.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
It's good to see your work being used in a facet like that.
Let's see. 2004, we interviewed Ethan Richards. And
all right, I let it fly on the 2003. You mean 2024?
What did I say?
You said 2004.
Yes, 2024.
I let it slide on the 2023, but it's 2 times in a row. I got to call you on it.
Okay. Just occurred to me, I should probably have you pull up these in the future and read off stuff from their bio pages, because when I do it, then I have to, it takes up the window and you don't get to see our pretty faces.
Yeah.
But for this week, yeah, I'll go ahead and do it. Ethan. Where is Ethan Richards?
Might not be under Ethan Richards.
I'm sorry?
Might be under a different name. Is it going to be under Ethan on the website? Did
Yes.
you update it?
Yes. Dark Lord of Oklahoma, an unconventional story. That was the book that he had most recently published. Although I'm sure he has probably put out 1 or 2 books since then, because that was 2 years ago now, basically.
Yep.
That.
How did time fly?
Yes. And then last year, around this time of year, Charlene Ellsby, who is a philosophy doctor and author, whose books include...
That was a fun one.
Yes, it was. Axis, The Devil Thinks I'm Pretty, Violent Faculties, Red Flags. The organization is here to support you.
I think I remember specifically, just the plainness and finality of that statement implies, no, they're not. No.
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
I pulled
Ron
up...
Burgundy, I don't believe you, Doc.
Yes. I pulled up some of her clips that we have hosted on Instagram. There's some good ones from her call. Let's start with this first one. It is the most bombastic of the call. Let's put it that way.
Any recurring nightmares or dreams as an adult?
I have recently, and I think this is because I keep switching up which meds I take to get to sleep.
I knew that was coming. It's always the sleep meds.
With a certain mix of clonazepam and melatonin, you can fuck the devil.
There's an ad right there. That is the advertisement.
Pretty consistently. Whereas when I was taking Zopiclone, there are no dreams with that, or at least none that you remember.
Yeah. As soon as you said that, I was like, oh, that's going to be an excerpt.
Yep.
Went straight for the kill on that one.
Mm-hmm.
This next one I actually took as a bit of a compliment, which you'll understand here when I hit play.
So there may have been something related here where, like you said, you had something that you had to finish before these eggs hatched. Maybe there was some anxiety, shall we say, about.
There's a bit of a delay because
I never thought about that. I always think of it as like some kind of evolutionary thing where it's like a deep-seated fear of people who have skin diseases. Like,
I mean, that's
maybe,
possible too. You would
like
know
maybe
yourself better than me.
Maybe it's that I want to stay away from other people who have skin sores, like especially if they're infected with some kind of parasite. That's what I always thought it was.
Well, there is that joke about, babies being parasites.
It's a joke.
Indeed.
That was a fact.
Uh-huh.
I want to take this opportunity to anti-recommend two things.
You're making it pretty hard for me to distance myself from the source of my fear.
That was the compliment. Accidentally muted you. Can you hear me? Now you're fucking with me.
Okay.
What's that?
You're making it pretty hard for me to distance myself. The thing.
Yeah, from the source of my fears.
So, is that a backhanded compliment or is it more of a forehanded compliment? Yeah, the compliment.
Close the tab now that I think about it. Where is close tab? Oh, this one. This is one of your movie recommendations.
What's that?
Actually, a great comedy called Eight Heads in a Duffel Bag.
That's a great comedy.
It is. Yeah, it's one of those everything that could go wrong did go wrong kind of stories.
For at least 8 people.
Yep. And the people trying to dispose of and or obtain the 8 heads in a duffel bag. Yeah, it's a comedy.
Take your word for that.
It's like a comedy in the same vein as Very Bad Things. It's a dark comedy.
Clearly.
Yeah.
I don't think you needed to make that.
What else did I watch?
It's not a Disney film.
It's a dark comedy. No, you don't say.
Yeah, it's actually a great comedy.
Yes, I picked up on what you said a minute ago about there being a delay.
Yeah. I'm just gonna look later on in the live feed.
Yes.
Me watching the live feed, and then me watching the delayed live feed, and talking about watching the live feed delayed.
Yeah.
Whoa. What is time, man? Serious.
You mentioned earlier about pulling up some of the clips from Gino, so I suppose maybe in the future that would be a good idea that I share these clips with you in advance so that you know which ones I'm pulling up, and then you don't have to react to them in from the delay.
Yeah.
You'll just know which ones I'm playing. So, what have you been?
What else we got in recent events?
Saw My Bloody Valentine.
Yes, you
this-
did.
Was it yesterday or the day before?
I think it was yesterday because you were watching My Bloody Valentine 81 at the same time that I was watching My Bloody Valentine 09 with Ray, which is an interesting little dichotomy there. How did you like yours?
It was all right. I mean, of the two of us, I'm not the horror fan, so it's like I feel weird being asked that question. It's like because I don't feel like my response maybe would be the same as if you asked that to a horror fan, if that makes sense.
Like a horror fan, I would ask about, like, were there multiple bodies eviscerated and cored of pulmonary organs in any point in the movie?
I mean, separately, yes. However, as far as I know, they didn't happen all in one scene.
Okay.
But yeah, there were at least 3 or 4 different people killed.
That's kind of his thing. He
Yes.
takes people's hearts out and then he puts them in Valentine's boxes.
Yes. Chocolate boxes. We part of the reason that I was interested in participating in the live stream, somebody on our server offered to stream the movie, and I was like, yeah, I'll join. And part of the reason that I decided to do that was because I was going to use it as an opportunity to vet some of the questions that I had gathered for our horror trivia game. And aside from doing that, I also ended up writing down 8 more. So I think all total we've got something like 15 questions for that movie now, which is more than probably for any other movie in the database. And 2 of them, at least 2 of them. Yes. At least 2 of them, I think we may be unique in. How can I say this? I did a search for certain keywords to see whether or not I could find that information available anywhere online, and I could not. So I think at least 2 of the questions that I've written down, we may be unique in having them in our questions list. So
Nice.
that's kind of cool. I'm almost tempted to give them away here. Fuck it, why not?
Well,
So there's one of them is the love triangle between Sarah, TJ, and Alex. Not Alex, Axel.
Axel. It's Axel. It's Axel in the reboot.
So apparently Axel has a nickname, but it's one of those blink and you'll miss it things, because the scene right after she kisses TJ, it cuts to her walking home in the dark, and she gets interrupted by the sheriff, and you can just barely hear her mutter to herself, how am I gonna tell Alex, or how am I gonna tell Axel? Meaning she just kissed, TJ, and how am I gonna, break up with the other guy? But I'm sorry, I messed up the wording. She doesn't say, how am I gonna tell Axel? She says, how am I gonna tell Hacksaw? So apparently his nickname is Hacksaw.
Huh. Just how I thought, and just when I thought Axel was the dumbest name ever.
Yeah, right.
Is his last name Rich?
Don't think so, but I think that's on the wiki page.
Due for a rewatch. I know I've seen My Bloody Valentine, like the original one. It's just all I remember is there were still gory heart removal kills. Harry Warden was trapped in a cave with his fellow miners and
That
had
was
to eat them, I think.
there's that. So his name being Harry Warden is one of the other trivia questions for that movie, which I find really amusing, because whenever they say his name, they always say his full name. They never say Harry or Warden. It's always Harry Warden.
Yeah, that's his horror icon name. It's Michael Myers,
Right.
Jason, Well, Jason is both Jason and Jason Voorhees. Most likely, most of the time, Jason. But you wouldn't say just leather. It's Leatherface.
Well, that's one word. It's a compound noun.
It's a compound. It's two words compounded.
Yes. Harry Warden is
It's
two.
neither one nor two. It's an and word.
No. you're like you're stretching.
That was a stretch. Yeah, I remember the original being good. The 2009 reboot it's a 2009 reboot. It's a lot like those movies of that era, at that era, which is funny. That was another thing that was fun about this weekend. Friday night, over on the Discord server, we have I host what I call the Friday Night Wild Card at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And sometimes it's a series. Like we watched Aeon Flux at one point. We watched The Max. And sometimes it's a movie. Sometimes it's a series that we finish watching. Sometimes I just decide to cut to it. It's called Wild Card for a reason. But last Friday was Friday the 13th. So since we had previously on the Friday the 13th before that, all right. Hi, Zara. I mean, Wolf.
Hello.
But yeah, I believe we had previously watched the OG Friday the 13th on the last Friday the 13th. So this time we decided to watch the 2009 reboot, which was just as rebootacular as the My Bloody Valentine reboot.
Rebootacular.
Yeah, it's like it's cheesy schlock, but you gotta love it. It's that mid 2000s. We're gonna make reboots with pretty pop stars, and it's gonna have cheesy dialogue and just really good gory kills. Is the plus. Oh, and My Bloody Valentine was in 3D. They made lots of use of it.
I would say, I'm gonna say this. My rating of whether or not it's a good or a bad movie for older movies like that is, it's really hard to describe this except to say I didn't think it was a bad movie, therefore it must be a halfway decent one, because if it was bad, I would have felt like it was bad. But the fact that I'm neutral about it
the fact that it's okay means it could actually be good. I got you.
yeah,
what you put down.
because I'm really I set a very high bar for movies. I generally don't like watching movies at all. I feel mainly because I hate if I don't like the movie, then I get up feeling like I just wasted 2 hours of my life. So I have a really high bar for when I watch movies, and so for me to even just be neutral about it, that's usually that's okay.
Well, I'm over here. I'll watch
decent.
anything that's free on Amazon or was fucking Dick Shark.
No, I'd rather throw on something educational and learn something. That's just how I am. But yeah, I mean, there was one or two things that were kind of cheesy, but I mean, it was an '80s movie. What do you expect? And early '80s at that. It was what, 81?
81. Yeah.
So
Yeah, so it was really good for the time. Oh yeah, and the thing that was the reason why I brought up Friday the 13th in the first place. It was interesting to realize that in 2 nights in a row, we had watched 2 2009 films. One a reboot of Friday the 13th, one a reboot of My Bloody Valentine, starring both the Winchester brothers.
Oh,
One in each
I'd
movie.
have picked up on that.
Yeah, it was Sam and then Dane. Dane was in the My Bloody Valentine reboot.
Sure.
Basically playing the same exact characters they played in Supernatural.
I didn't even realize those are the people you're talking about.
Yeah, they were on this show you might have heard of. It had a few
Called
seasons.
Supernatural. I have heard of it, but I didn't make
Yeah.
that connection to Supernatural.
I haven't watched the show, so I can't talk.
As a matter of fact, I thought the Winchesters were the characters on the TV show. They're not actually really brothers in real life, right?
No, they're not brothers in real life. No, and they are characters on the TV show and brothers on the TV show.
So you're saying that the actors that played those brothers were in these 2 movies?
Yeah.
Okay. So I completely misunderstood what you were saying. Then I thought you meant
that's
literally
right. Well,
two
yeah, you would have
brothers.
caught that if I forgot you were on the watch party Friday. Yeah, I think we discussed it a few times.
Well, but okay, maybe.
Yeah.
Moving on.
And-
It's gonna end up confusing me worse.
yeah, that's what I
What
do.
else? What else? Yes. We already talked about Discord. We talked about Patreon. Well,
Mhm.
I guess we didn't really talk about Discord. What did you want to say about Discord?
No, just that we got a Discord server. It's a cool horror community. It's a cool horror community where we have lots of channels of all the horror genres and discussions of the like. There's cool people over there, and we have independent authors, other horror review creators. My webcomic artists, yeah, plenty of those.
Yes.
And yeah, it's a cool spot. We have multiple weekly events that we do, from my Friday Night Wildcard. Talking is hard.
Can be. Yes.
Yeah, right. Saturdays we used to do movie nights. Maybe we should pick that up again. I mean, we can't do movie nights on Friday night now too.
Yeah. The main thing is, with my commute being what it is now, that I had to, return to office 100%. It was just bad timing that the Department of Transportation also decided to start like 8 different construction projects on the path at the same time, and so my commute has gone from being 45 minutes each way up to being minimum 75 minutes each way, sometimes 2 hours each way. So now that I'm spending an hour and a half to 4 hours on the road every day, it's just, I get home, I go to bed, I wake up, I do it over again, and then I have no free time except on the weekends. And so
Yeah, it's Friday though. Well, yeah, okay.
for you,
Okay, I see
for
where
me, Saturday, like, it's 2 hours, but it's 2 hours that, how can I say this? I mean, so on Sundays we record the podcast. We're doing this. We're doing the drawing party after this. So that's like 6 hours right there. So I still got to do laundry and do the dishes and kind of stuff. So, and edit our interviews, stuff like that. So I just had to say something's got to give. So stop doing the Saturday night movie streaming for now. If something changes, maybe we can bring that back later. Or and actually yesterday, I should say this, if other people on our Discord server want to stream something, they are more than welcome to.
Okay.
And
Yeah, maybe we could just make it like an open mic night, like open stream night.
that's true. And that's kind of what happened yesterday. Was somebody else on the server said, "Hey, do you mind if I stream something?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, go ahead." So so that's an opportunity. All I'm saying is I just can't pin myself to do that right now because I've just got too many other things I'm trying to get done, and I can't always do it when I'm watching a movie because sometimes I get distracted to where I can't focus, and it's either watch the movie or do the thing I was going to be doing. Some movies I can multitask, some I just can't.
Yeah. Well, it depends on if you've seen the movie before too.
In most cases, I have not, for reasons already discussed.
Well,
But
maybe
yeah.
I'll up to Saturday night movie parties then. Yeah.
Well, that was an option, but usually you do family stuff on Saturdays, so you're not
Yeah,
usually
not every Saturday, but yeah, I was half joking. Like I typically have some kind of thing happen Saturdays, so yeah. I don't know, man. I think maybe kick around the server community and see if maybe anyone would be interested in like an open mic night. Yeah,
That's
as we
true,
call it.
and I wish I had thought of that before canceling the an event. Maybe I could have just changed the event to open mic night, but I've deleted it now so that there are a number of people who had marked it as interested, and now that's just
well.
deleted. So
Starting to
Yeah.
People will notice it.
Yeah.
Just slap a bunch of emojis on it. Say things noticed.
Yes.
Like at least 20.
Yes. Game night, yes. That is still one of the projects that I've got working in the background. I have thousands of questions now, but I'm doing some QC.
Literally thousands.
Yes. Doing some QC work on them to bring them back up to snuff. Also, I was planning on doing some of the, started trivia night so that we could also use the trivia night as QC as we go through the questions. But it's a similar situation, when. Also, I've been trying to work on the website, Phasmophobia. I don't have that game in my library. Chris, do you?
New.
Yeah. Mr. Walker, hello. I'm guessing it's a Mr. I mean, it's Stephen Walker. So, that is also, possibility. You know what? Chris was just talking about doing open mic night. Maybe that's something that we could say. If you have Phasmophobia and want to stream it, you could do that. I might hop
Stream
in
yourself
and
playing Phasmophobia.
do trivia
Doesn't
as well.
necessarily.
Yeah, I'll throw it up here on the screen. I'll just give you an example. Like this is all right. You know what? No, here. This is the trivia page. This is how it looks on the laptop, and you'll notice. So it's got the question here, but underneath this other container are the buttons to show the answer and to move to the next question. And there's no scroll bar. So it's not functional on a smaller page. I've got to make it so that the page will work on smaller screens, and then once I do that, then make it live so that other people can use it. Otherwise, for the moment, it's only available on my own page.
Do it live.
Yeah, Dead by Daylight could be fun too, but I don't have that one yet. Nor I.
Yeah. Same. I suppose I have Steam. I could get that Steam. I could get that on Steam. Oh man! If only was it Scorned was multiplayer? That'd be a cool game to play multiplayer. But I've heard the controls are really janky. Also trivia.
Yes. But yeah, maybe we'll, like Chris said, open mic night might be a good idea, because then if somebody else wants to hop in and host something, they can. And if I've got some time and can do it, then I can, or Chris can. Because even what we were just saying here about Dead by Daylight, again, it's, when.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that idea. That way it leaves it open. Like if I am available on a Saturday night and not doing fam stuff or anything else, then I can do it. Or if you happen to be available and can fit it in your schedule, then that, or just anyone on the server, as long as they clear it by us first. No funny stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Not doing.
I don't even
We're not
care
doing
necessarily that they clear it with us. I mean, as long as you're not doing, anything illegal or not safe for life stuff, go for it. What I have said though is, if you're going to do it, then drop a note in either global chat or the movie streaming channel so that people know what you're doing. Because if you don't announce it, then nobody knows what you're doing, and maybe nobody shows up, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So what else is going on? We watched My Bloody Valentine.
Watched Bloody Valentine. Saw a couple cool movies this week. Finally got around to watching the newest Addams production Family. There we go, I fixed it. Film from the same people as Hellbender and The Deeper You Dig. This one's called Mother of Flies. It's very similar to Hellbender. It's about like almost druid magic or witchcraft. Some really cool shit there.
Okay.
They do good movies. The cinematography seems to get better and better with each film I see of theirs.
I've not seen any of those, so I can't comment.
They're good. They're good. Do recommend. Um, mm,
Just realized this
Watch
whole
this
time.
weird movie on Shudder called Honey Bunch. It is about a woman who has a cranial injury and goes to a recovery trauma center specifically for head traumas, and her husband goes with her, and it's kind of like almost a what is it, a Cure for Wellness vibe, the one with Dane DeHaan and Mia Goth. Like somebody goes to a wellness facility and it's a little creepy. It's got a creepy vibe, and you wonder if if they really are helping people here. And then it takes a fucking left turn, which I'm not gonna spoil, but it's wow. I did, but also did not see that coming. Interesting. Do recommend.
I almost want to make a joke about a different movie that has a strong left turn, but I'm afraid to make the joke because if I'm right, then then I'd be giving the spoiler that you don't want to give.
Can't relate.
There was another movie that I saw about a year or two ago that when the left turn came, I immediately lost interest, but I at the same time I went, "Oh, Chris, I like this movie."
Is there cannibalism?
Not the one I'm referring to. I'll just say it. I was thinking Malignant when you said took a hard left. Like,
Yes.
did it do a Malignant?
Um. Well, there's body horror. Yeah, there is body horror.
Anything else?
Mm-hmm.
You said you saw a couple things, so that's
My Bloody Valentine, but we already went over that.
yeah.
And Friday the 13th before that. My Bloody Valentine 3D was pretty good. You know, like I said, it was what you expect from your mid 90s reboot fanfare.
I didn't pick up when you saying 3D before. If you did say it earlier, so that makes it interesting. Blood splatter coming at you.
Oh god, not just blood splatter, dude. One of
pickaxe.
the first kill in the movie. Exactly. The first kill in the movie is a guy who gets pickaxed through the back of the head, goes straight through his eye socket, and of course the eyeball is on the tip of the pickaxe, like right in the camera. Yeah.
Hello.
Mm-hmm. And then there's blood spurts that are 3D. There's a lot of pickaxe coming through things that is 3D. There's a scene where a chick gets chased through a parking lot wearing nothing but high heels, and I don't believe there was 3D in that. Missed opportunity. Jacob physics, you know?
Wolf is asking for a trivia teaser. Unfortunately, I can't do it on the website as I showed.
Ray just reminded me, I saw another movie called Great Box, which is another do recommend. It's a very interesting theory about reviving someone's consciousness after they're dead using a machine called a Great Box, and you speak to it. Similar to some things that you've seen on Black Mirror, but this one is like, it's not like a episode on Black Mirror or a short. It's a full-length feature film, so it goes a little deeper into it. There's like some mystery and subterfuge and betrayal, secrets. It's a good one.
Okay.
Thank you, Gabriel.
So I brought up the trivia questions that we have for My Bloody Valentine. We'll just have to go through them here since I can't do it on the website. But I'm wondering whether or not you'll get any of these, or if we should wait for the chat to try to catch up, because there is that delay. I found an error in one of these, so I get to fix this right here. How long did it take the miners to dig out the lone survivor?
79 million years.
No.
How long did it take the miners to dig out? We're talking about original, right?
Correct.
Okay. 12 hours?
No. I'm trying to remember how long the delay is for the chat. Wonder whether or not anybody else has even heard the question yet.
No, they've heard it.
Yeah. 6 weeks. No,
6
weeks. Yeah.
weeks.
Yes. Well, that's why the guy had to turn to cannibalism to survive for 6 weeks.
Yeah, I was just about to say, no wonder he ate his friends.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say friends.
And why
coworkers,
he was pissed.
Mm-hmm.
Who was in charge of the dances and decorating committee?
Your mother.
Your mama.
No, mom. I don't remember. Oh, I'm leaving. Chat, what's the answer?
Chat.
Right?
For a second there, I thought you said Chad, but yes, chat.
No, I'm like one of those YouTubers now. I can be like, hey, chat.
Yes. I'll give you a hint. It was also the same person that wound up getting killed in the laundromat.
Oh, I can remember as the reboot. With the very short woman and the little dog.
The question was, who was in charge of the dance's decorating committee? Her name was Mabel. Mabel.
Like the syrup?
No, that's maple.
Oh.
What kind of car did TJ Henniger drive?
Ooh, I know this one. 2012 F450.
Not in the original.
Okay. Yeah. Not either of them, because the reboot was 2009. I was just being cheeky.
Yes. Maple syrup.
Oh, that's just Stephen Walker. That's the dude you watched the OG with. Maple syrup. That you. Yeah.
He drove a
Class
green, he drove a green Chevy Camaro in the original.
I would have guessed Mustang.
So apparently, while I mentioned that I was trying to see whether or not there were any questions, how can I say this again? I was looking to see whether or not anybody else had come up with the same questions for that movie. And in researching that one, somebody had been discussing that, and they said that originally they had planned for him to drive a Mustang. All of the cars in the movie were owned by locals in the mining town that they had been filming in. And they did plan for him to drive a Mustang, but I guess there was something finicky about it was a manual transmission. And I guess there was something finicky about it that he couldn't quite get right. So they swapped it to the Camaro so that he wouldn't have to deal with that while filming.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
See if there's.
What else you got? You said you got like 15 questions for just this movie, right?
Yeah, but some of them we've already talked about. So, what was the name of the fictional Canadian mining town that the movie took place in?
Hanniger. No. Damn it. Dingleberry Falls. Final answer. No.
Would you like to phone a friend?
No. I don't know what the name of the fucking town was. But I would like to say, whatever the town was in the reboot, I think the production company had a deal with whoever owned the bridge, because oh my god, every other shot was a sweeping shot of the damn bridge. It's in a mine. The murders happened in a mine.
You know what?
Jonestown.
Yeah, I saw that. Now that you mention it, yeah, there was a shot of the bridge in the original too, and
Was it really? Okay.
that makes
Why?
me, well, the funny thing about that is, okay, so does that mean that where was the water table?
But below the
It-
bridge.
Right. And where's the mine in connection to the river? Below the water
Well,
table?
Yeah. Oh. So mines are usually in places that are elevated and don't have rivers.
Right.
Oh, well, maybe it was above the river, it's inside of a mountain. And, there's this guy named Thor, and he's, supposed to get the gold, but he gets distracted by this thing called the Arkenstone. Or they even come up with that? Was that in the books? I don't think
Yes.
so.
Yes, it was.
Was it?
Yes.
Okay.
The fictional town was Valentine's. Try that again. The fictional town was
Valentine's
Valentine Bluffs.
Steven's got it. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. What a name for a town
Yes.
where a guy kills people on Valentine's Day. Which came first, the name of the town or the murders?
Not sure,
Yeah.
but either way, it was filmed in Sydney Mines, Nova Scotia.
Huh.
Yeah, I threw that in there because the way I worded the question was, what's the name of the fictional? Actually, no, that's right. I did add the word fictional. So it is. Originally, I had worded the question, what's the name of the Canadian mining town? And I put both Valentine Bluffs and Sydney Mines in the answer because the original wording of the question, it could have been either. But then I went back and added, what's the fictional town? So it clears that up. Anyway, so that's a little teaser on the trivia. What's in the news while I'm trying to fix my mic and probably messing everybody up?
Yes. A lot of bad shit.
What's
Wait,
in
you
the
mean horror news, right?
news? Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The Dow is up now.
Aw.
We won't go there. I don't know. There's not really. I mean, there's a lot of cool movies coming out. Series are coming back. I think I heard that From season 4 is coming out soon.
Okay.
Love that show. It's a little bit of Roanoke, a little bit of Lovecraft. I think it's going to be 4th and final season.
That could make for an interesting series, yes. Not From, but what you said about Roanoke
The description.
and Lovecraft.
Yeah. Well, it's the gist is it's a pocket dimension universe that people drive into when they go down a wrong path, and it always happens after there's a tree in the road. So if you see a tree in the road, you fucked up. You trapped. You're already in the pocket dimension. And they go into town, and in this pocket dimension, when night falls, creatures come out at night, which look like human beings, like out of the 50s, like, weird military and milkman and diner waitress kind of get up. But when they get close to you, they turn into ravenous vampiric ghouls that
Awesome.
core you like a melon.
Okay.
Yeah, the gore is top notch. It is good gore. It is from the same people as Lost. Take that how you will.
Yeah, I was going to say, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's a great show. I really hope
Hopefully
it doesn't
they learn
end like
their
Lost.
lesson kind of
Please
thing.
Please don't be purgatory. Please don't be fucking. You guys already did that.
Hopefully they learn their lesson.
I think they did.
If
It's
not
very-
from their own mistake, then from Game of Thrones. Between the two, hopefully, you would think that no one will ever make that mistake again.
Mm-hmm. I believe in people.
Well, certain people.
Yeah. I think it. So far from what I've seen, it takes the good from what they did with Lost, which is mystery and secrecy. Like, you still, after 3 seasons, don't know all of what these creatures are, where they come from. They're getting into a little bit of the lore by the end of season 3, but it's still a big mystery. So,
Okay.
Yeah, the intrigue is good.
A minute ago, I almost corrected myself because when I said it would be interesting to do like Roanoke times Lovecraft, in a lot of ways, it's not that far different from what Lovecraft was by itself, because Lovecraft's stuff was set in the late 1800s, which technologically speaking, yes, some of the Industrial Revolution had started by then, but I mean, in the 1800s, I don't even think they had cars yet for what he had been writing. They were still, in the trains era, horse-drawn carriages and stuff like that. So, there's definitely a difference between Roanoke, where they didn't even have trains with Roanoke, but not as big of a difference. Not as big of a jump from 1600s to 1800s as it would be for 1800s to today.
Yeah. Does that mean like in the 2200s we're finally going to get flying cars?
I would like to jokingly say yes. However, the reason that's a joke is because everybody who keeps saying that, and then it turns out to not be the case. So probably not.
I don't think we'll have cars or buildings
or people.
Yeah, that's implied. That part's implied. Yeah, because of the implication.
Yeah. Okay, Dennis.
You got the reverence.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I've seen that's been in the horror news worth chatting about.
What's going on with that Wolf Creek 3? What was the release date on that? I do not have high hopes.
Wolf Creek 3 or a series? I thought I saw something.
No, the series has been over and done for a while. The series was good.
Okay.
There's a third installment coming out. But the only connection it has to the original is John Jarrett. Which, I don't know.
I thought he was the reason that you liked it.
He is, but completely different director, completely different writer, and also they're apparently picking up where the first one left off. There's a direct sequel to that, so they're cutting out the already written sequel. Well, there was 1, then 2, then the TV show. So they're cutting out both 2 and the TV show.
Don't know.
I'm gonna check it out. Anyway, what's
Your guess is
when did
as
it?
good as mine.
When is it out?
Yeah, oh, tired.
Fall of 2026. Boo. All right. Whatever.
I didn't bring up a browser in my second monitor, so I've got nothing I can refer to. James Wan is working on the DBD movie from Blumhouse.
Didn't they already do a Dead by Dawn movie?
Daylight. Dawn or
Okay.
Daylight?
Dead by Dawn, I think. It could be interesting.
All right, I'm going to pull this out to another tab. What the heck happened there? That was unexpected.
It is Dead by Daylight.
Well, that was the video game, and so I was wondering if Dead by Dawn was like the show that they created off of the video game or something like that.
Yeah, it's a movie they're creating from the video game, I believe. Yeah, if it's Blumhouse, James Wan, Alexandra Aja, that could be good. Didn't they already do a Dead by Daylight movie though? No, what was it? The one with the clock, and it was nothing like the game. Until Dawn. Thank you, Steven. That's been in there for like 5 minutes, hasn't it? Yeah, Until Dawn.
Man, can't stop yawning. I'm sorry.
Dead. Jammed to the right now.
We've got someone who has joined our server from the Hellraiser Discord server. I don't know if it is a I don't think it's affiliated with the actual game or franchise. I think it's like a fan run server.
Okay.
But,
Still, Hellraiser.
yeah. Well, what I was going to say is they have been coming in to drop links to little shorts that they've been putting up on YouTube, where I guess they like pay for cameos from different impersonators from different franchises. Some of them have been Cenobite impersonators, but there have also been ones from Pennywise. I'm trying to think who else.
I'm sorry, I laugh at Cenobite impersonators because a lot of them don't talk.
No, but I think they may have gotten Doug to do one. Trying to think who else. It's gonna bug me now.
Oh, so it's like cameos, like actual, like it was Doug Bradley doing a recording, or?
Right. So that's what I'm saying is some of them have been cameos by actual actors that were involved in these projects, and then some of them, like the Pennywise one, I think was an impersonator, not actual Skarsgård. And there's some other ones that are escaping me at the moment, but they've been dropping those in the server whenever they do release new footage for the game.
Yeah, game looks dope.
I don't know. I've got really mixed feelings about it. The fact that Clive and some of the other people that have been involved in the product, in the franchise, the history of the franchise, the fact that they're involved speaks well of it. But the graphics, I think, are very outdated, except in the cutscenes. The cutscenes have decent graphics, but like the actual gameplay, to me, But at the same time, graphics can be difficult, and so I can understand them wanting to put their focus on having good story and good gameplay. So I'm hoping that it balances out that way. Because you can always go back and update graphics, but if you have bad voice actors or if you have bad story,
Yeah. I mean, look at The Last of Us. They've gone back and done the graphics update 2 times now, I think. Remastered, they call it.
Yeah. But I think, as much as I've had a love-hate relationship with Path of Exile, the one thing that I will say about that game is that they've got top-notch graphics. And so seeing any other horror-themed video game and comparing it with Path of Exile, it's like they kind of spoiled me in that regard.
Path of Exile is fairly cartoony graphics, isn't it? Kind of like Gauntlet.
No.
No?
No, this is the one that I showed you some of the backgrounds. There's a whole level that is in a temple with a flowing river of blood underneath it.
Yes.
And torture.
The temple is made of meat.
Yes. Well, no, but they've got medical experiments all over the place with people, dead bodies, stuck up to a board with, implements of torture strewn around.
Mm-hmm.
Very good graphics, anyway.
The lighting is pretty good.
What was that? Lighting?
Mm-hmm. Looks on par with the graphics of the new Hellraiser game to me.
What? Path of Exile?
Yeah. What's the name of the game? Hellraiser Revival, I think? Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Oh, I did see, I think they're doing a second Hard Eyes movie.
Yep. I don't know that they have a release date. Well, of course they don't have a release date yet, but I don't know if they have any info on it just yet. I think it was still being written, but confirmed. It is confirmed that they're going to do a second one. So, how did it end? The couple lived, and then there was a spoiler, and then bad guy die, and that's the end. So we'll say that without spoilers.
I don't remember. I mean, I didn't see it, but I read about it for the trivia. Also, speaking of sequels, what's the one with the guy with the fire mask? The really quiet one where it follows. No.
Fire Mask. Fucking In a Violent Nature. Yes.
Yeah.
Johnny's coming back.
Yep.
Somebody was stupid enough to steal his necklace again, apparently. I still fucking love my favorite part of the whole movie, even with all the kills and everything, is when the dude is being absolutely obliterated into ground beef as Johnny is stabbing him over and over again, and the girl just takes the necklace off slowly, like, you know what?
Maybe I should just give this back to you.
I'm gonna go. You look busy. I'm gonna go. Love that part. Maybe no 9-minute monologue with some crazy lady in a car this time, though, guys. Let's skip that. That was weird.
There was something I posted on the Discord server. I forget what it was in response to, but it was something about the character like having some sort of a job, and I joked that at the ranger station it was going to be like,
well, like Johnny having a job.
Well, him killing people being his job. And then the Rangers being the one trying to go find him and chase him down. So the meme was from, was it Wile E. Coyote and Sam the sheepdog? It's Ralph, I think. Morning, Ralph. Morning, Sam.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The 10 o'clock. I'm reading the comments too. Yeah,
that was just before she like that. That was the guy who was being obliterated, right? Right. Like, oh, fight him off, and then he continues to be deaded over and over again.
Whoops!
Like, dude, you got him. I think he's dead.
Just a little bit.
Okay, so they could, like, he's not owned, what's the word? Employed, if you will, by the park as a guy to cull the human population. You know, because
right.
you gotta keep them down. You got all over the place.
Protect the animals.
But only when it's human season.
Yes.
You don't want to hunt humans out of season. That's against regulations. Pardon. I had tacos for lunch. They're very good.
No Chinese? You always have Chinese on Sundays.
Yeah. Ooh.
What?
I wasn't going to order Chinese. But sure, now you said I gotta do it.
It's 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you work second shift, so you're used to staying up later.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's like almost dinner time. We're like halfway between lunch and dinner.
All right. Well, if you did you have anything else you wanted to chat about before we wrap up and invite people to join us on Discord?
And just that in about T-minus 40 minutes, I will be doing the Sunday live stream of me working on my webcomic pieces. If y'all want to hop on over to the Discord server, you can come check that out. Watch me draw pictures of people sometimes killing people and people sometimes eating people. Not so much in this page. It's more other stuff. But we're building up to the murder parts. It's going to be good.
I have for a long time suggested Chris live stream himself doing that on either Twitch or YouTube, but he has been concerned about whether or not that would meet, what's the word we're looking for, mature guidelines kind of stuff. Like, would he get
whether it would be allowed within guidelines. And I'm pretty sure it's not, because I tried it on Twitch, and just in reading the EULA or the acceptance, it's like No. Okay, well, I check all the no boxes.
Yeah. so if you want to come watch that on Discord.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you to everybody hanging out. Do the liking and sharing and subscribing and all that stuff. Ring the bell, the notification, all that crap that we're supposed to
Ring
be
a
saying.
ding ding. You gotta ring that bell.
Yeah.
And like and share and subscribe. All the things that they say on the YouTubes.
Yes.